the previous episode, we mentioned a short list of only essential jobs we needed to complete in order to head back to the UK. First thing on the list is standing rigging. Without sound rigging, we are not going anywhere. We have arranged for a rigger to come and inspect it. I have to admit we were both a bit worried about what he had to say. Is the rigging in good enough condition to sail to the UK, or will we have to change it? Replacing the rigging is something every boat owner dreads, as it is a big expense, but also it will delay us even further. According to the boat's paperwork, the last time standing rigging was done was in 2012. Most will agree it is overdue, but here is the thing. Yes, insurance companies generally recommend that you replace standing rigging every 10 years. It doesn't mean that you have to, if let's say the rigging is still in very good shape. This may depend on where did the boat sail mostly, how often and how was it sailed during those years. Perhaps it sat in the marina most of the time. On the other hand, this doesn't mean that lightly used boats or those sat in the marina for several years don't need rigging change. Rigging is constantly working, holding everything up regardless. Hence regular rigging check by the owner and also a specialist rigger is required. The final verdict was that everything looks to be in a good enough shape to safely sail back to the UK, and we were relieved.
Yeah. You see the big bolt going through it, and you can just about see the plate above it. Yeah, it's a reinforcing plate, and it's got like, I don't know, maybe 8 or 10 rivets in it. Yeah, if you go up there with your camera and go, have a look at it yourself, take a picture of it. Yeah. What you then want to do is that whenever you are doing a mast inspection, just to go and have a, sort of quickly whiz up. A lot of owners don't go up masts. You know, if they put a pair of platform shoes on, they start going, oh, no. The height, the sheer height of it.
You really take
no, they do. You know what I mean? I don't like heights. I'm probably one of the safest people to go up masts because I don't like heights, so I make sure that I'm safe all the time. But if you go up there and take pictures of things, yeah, there's like a bit of rock starting, yeah, on there, on where your pole lift is, yeah, up above the steaming light, yeah, halfway up between the top and the bottom, the top and the middle, yeah, where the you've got like 2 metal plates come down like that with a tang, like with an eye on it, yeah, and in there is a shackle, and the shackle is just starting to do that. Yeah, it's nothing to worry about. But again, if you're up there, just take a picture of it. Because that way then, on your computer, you've got these pictures of things, and you go, oh, I'm going to go up there now. A year later, look, oh, no. But was it always as bad as that? Oh yeah, look, it hasn't got any worse at all. Now, I say, if there's anything you're not actually sure of, take a picture of it. With digital cameras now, you can take 72 trillion pictures. You know, it isn't like the old days, 36 pictures, and like, you know,
and wait 3 weeks
19 of them are black.
When you get them back 2 weeks later, after you posted them off the true print.
Yeah.
The next thing on the list was navigation lights. Ziggy fitted new lights, as old ones were corroded and a simple bulb change was not an option. That was followed by a change of steaming light, which required Ziggy to go up the mast. I could have winched him up the mast, but we had all the climbing gear, so we thought we could try a different method and see how difficult it is to do it single-handedly.
Safety first, yeah?
Obviously, the preferable way is to have someone crank you up in a bosun's chair, but if you are a solo sailor, a climbing harness, an ascender and a bit more effort will do. Next up was running rigging. We replaced most of it. Not only it was showing signs of chafing here and there, but also felt like a sandpaper on our hands even after soaking it for hours. Now we have new both mizzen and main halyards, which were originally a wire spliced to rope, main sheet, mizzen sheet, Genoa sheets, main kicker and mizzen kicker. We received a call from the boatyard that they had a cancellation and are ready to lift Squalo. So without further ado, we made our way to neighboring Alcadesa Marina.
Drink one coffee and continuous, okay? 12 minutes. No problem.
All right, no
the
problem.
First boat today, long time. Okay, more no problem. And no possible drink coffee.
So Squalo is out of the water. We're just waiting for the guys to come back. They went to get a coffee. So she's just hanging in there and waiting to be fully lifted and put on the hard. It was a little bit nerve-wracking. I think it always is when a boat is coming out of the water. But yeah, it went well. So far so good. The anode is pretty much gone. Okay, it's time to get those barnacles off. Quite a few of them, and they're holding on real tight. Okay, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see this on camera, but there's a whole lot of sort of like blistery type of things over here. There's quite a few of them actually, and I punctured one of them, this one here, and when you press, a tiny bit of liquid comes out, and when I checked, it's actually sort of acidic, so it is a sign of blistering for sure. All these here. So like we said before, we are not staying here in La Linea or Gibraltar, and we are going to the UK, so osmosis or anything like that is something we're not prepared to do here. We're probably going to take care of that in the UK, because that's a big job. We don't have that much time here. I know, as I was coming upstairs I just said that I can hear the grinding noise, so I think I know what you're up to. You're grinding sea coats.
Boring.
You've been doing that like all day. It looks like you can't make up your mind whether to open or close. Open, close, open,
I cannot decide. Should I close it or open? Close or open?
Close.
Or should I leave it open or close? Close. No, open. Close. Open. No, I should close
You look like
it.
a mad
Open.
person. A madman.
Quick.
You see what I'm dealing with?
Most seacocks on Squalo are old bronze blakes, and they are really good seacocks. However, they should be serviced regularly, usually once a year. It's also a good practice to work them, open and close, once a month to keep them from sticking. Unfortunately, ours look as if they didn't get any attention for some time, and so they are seized, and won't budge either way. Once the valve is out, take it apart, clean off any old grease or debris, use grinding paste and grind them to a point where they easily open and close. Apply Blake's grease and job done. Okay, let me go back to the previous shot, where I would like to bring your attention to this pink color. I've been reading a lot of opinions on why our seacocks may turn pink and what it means. Bronze is an alloy, a mixture of metals, mainly copper mixed with tin and zinc. When it undergoes dezincification, a process where zinc is lost and copper is left behind, it can cause cosmetic change, a change in the color on the surface. However, severe dezincification can lead to weakening and disintegration of the metal. If you have different views on this, please comment down below. I would love to hear what you guys think. But anyway, for now we will keep those Blake seacocks, but it's something up for a review in the future. I think composite ones are worth considering.
The last thing to do before the splash is to apply anti-fouling. Before I did that, I had to repair gel coat in a couple of places where it came off, exposing the fiberglass. For that I used West System fading compound. Once it's dried, I sand it down. I then applied one coat of primer, followed by 2 coats of anti-foul. We have been advised by fellow boaters that for such a short trip, this is more than enough. As soon as we arrive in the UK, she will be lifted out again, so putting on more layers will be a waste.
So that's it for this episode of Sailing Squalo. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment letting us know what you thought. See you next time.